Good morning, Pascal.
Good morning, Paris.
You know what was a great thing that happened when I had mealtime with the Gentlemen's Club?
What's that?
I got to steal their ideas. Welcome to Breakfast Time with Paris.
And Pascal.
Good morning, all my beautiful wrestling fans. How are ya? I hope you had a good night's sleep. I want to invite you to join me for the first ever Breakfast Time with Paris. A little bit more casual than tea time, and I'm here with the very first guest, Pascal Penguino. Good morning again, Pascal.
Good morning, Paris. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm good. I got my tea. I got my pastries. Would you like a pastry?
Pastries are a pretty great way to start off breakfast, the most important meal of the day. But I actually brought something myself with a little more protein in it.
Oh? So I'm curious, Pascal. How did you find Wrestle Club?
So I found Wrestle Club because I actually knew a couple people who were already in there when it was first founded, such as Marcus Anderson, of course, and even got to personally see a whole lot of it during when they were at Oasis. They were there for 4 days in a row, so that's got to be a really grueling on the bodies. Like, I've always been a big fan of professional wrestling for such a long time. Have a number of family members who actually have been professional wrestlers before, and it's just something that we've always loved as not only for entertainment but just something to just give out to the world. And so I got in. I started training. I started off at the backstage, went from backstage to commentary, and eventually from commentary, got challenged to finally go into the ring. So opportunity struck and I took it.
Yes, I was there for your debut against Brad Zane of all people. You two got a little bit of a beef with each other. How's that going?
I don't want to say just few mishaps here or there. He took it a little personally. I mean, on that debut, he wanted to face me because I ended up breaking his glasses. But for the record, he just tossed them willy-nilly out, and I caught them. So it's unfortunately my grip was a little too tight on those when I grabbed them. So I did apologize for that, but it looks like he still talked to management about that. But I heard through the grapevine and thought, you know what? I should be prepared for this just in case. So I think you also remember that when he actually did challenge me, I was all set and ready. So I even threw up my horongo and already had my ringer on. I mean, I'm hoping at this point we've finally buried the hatchet. I know he's kind of came out and got me from behind at the next following match, and then had Chuck Yeager come out for me when we were out of border town. And so I was hoping that after that tables match we could finally bury the hatchet on that, and maybe just getting back into some friendly competition. Brad saying, no hard feelings, right?
So besides dealing with Brad Zane, how has your experience in club been?
My experience in club. My experience has actually been really nice. So when I got in there, a big person that did help me out was Damian Black. And he showed me a lot of the ways to go about stuff. And now I've always done a number of sports out before. I've done tennis, basketball, track, wrestling, rugby. But to actually be in the ring in just a whole new world, he was a really fantastic mentor figure, and so I was really happy to get trained up by him, and not just by him, but Snake Garabai. And he, again, like everyone back there, it's a brotherhood, it's sisterhood, familyhood. We all just get together for the joy of professional wrestling. and it's just a great environment for all of us to just build one another up.
You constantly team up with Mega Mosca and become Zoo Boise. How has your experience being in that tag team been?
It's been rough for the majority of the part. Um, he asked me to help him out back when I was still a rookie, and I thought, like, Mosca's a veteran here. If he wants to, take me under his wing, then I'll just see what I can do to help him out. I will admit it was kind of a rough start, and we did kind of have quite a long losing streak on there, but eventually we finally did get that win, and that win also got us a tag team championship opportunity as well. So it looks like our hard work finally did pay off at the end on that.
So, Mr. Pascal, what inspired you to make the coolest gym in Antarctica?
I haven't always been the the nice sturdy Penguino today. Actually, for a long time, I was kind of more sick, if I can say something like that. I actually had a friend who brought me back into the gym as well, because, like I told you before, I've done lots of sports before, but once I was done with that, I didn't have much reason to do stuff in life where things catch up with you, and I used to be a lot bigger than you see today. But eventually I was able to do what I can even to help myself and finally become a much healthier person. Shed down, become leaner, become stronger, become more fit. And after I've actually dropped more than a third of my body weight, I also got certified as a personal trainer, because if I was able to do this with myself, then maybe I can also help others with this as well.
Why a penguin? There's so many more ferocious beasts in the Arctic tundra. You got Arctic foxes, polar bears, orcas, seals? Lion seals, yes. Or leopard seals. Wikipedia it later. Anyway, why a penguin?
I'm so glad you asked.
Where did you get that?
Don't ask questions on that. So, why a penguin? We're going to start with, what does it mean to bring the whole gym life togetherness? Now, I'm thinking, okay, there are lots of animals that go there in groups in there. Of course, you said orcas, seals, and everything like that. But here's the thing, penguins, though, freaking penguins got that bond going on, all right? Because they're ones that go together for life. And whoever else is in your life, a good spotting partner. Eggs?
A few moments later.
They're also big fans of certain wrestlers out there, but it also is a high protein. And also get into the anatomy of a penguin.
2 hours later.
Those seals, those whales, they just swim the whole time. Kudos to them. But you know what that also means? They skip leg day.
4 hours later.
There's what? Paris and Pascal are trained professionals. Please find other forms of trying to wake someone up before resulting to sniffing sodiums. Thank you. Good. Now, let's get to the flippers next. Now, the thing about the flippers is that instead of hollow bones inside of it, they actually have almost a 3-point maneuver's mechanism inside of there, which not only makes it very, very dense and very, very strong when it comes to being able to go through the chilly ice and everything, but also gives some ungodly endurance out there. But because of the amount of density inside there, the handle throw this year called, that also gives them absolutely amazing anchor arms.
Pascal, what is your plan for your future in Wrestle Club? Where do you want to take your career?
Right now, I've already gone through my rookie years on stuff, so I think now is a matter of maybe some golden Pascal's future. I have an opportunity right now for the first time in a while. Last time I had an opportunity, it was actually me against my fellow Portaco, Ibi Kiyoshi. And, a little spoiler alert, but I heard there may be a championship opportunity happening this Saturday for me as well.
Nice. This Saturday is our next event. Do you want to tell everybody about it?
This Saturday, June 29th, will be the Relay for Life in Meridian, Idaho. Event starts at noon, goes on until 10:30, and bell time starts at 6. Event is free and for all ages. So make sure you bring everyone, bring the kids, bring the family, bring your grandmothers, bring all the friends. But you know what? Make sure you bring the spirit of wanting to go see professional wrestling.
And you can find more details to the event if you go to our Facebook, facebook.com/Idaho Wrestle Club. Search the event, click going, and click for the reminders. So we really want to see you. I'll be there on the microphone, and Pascal will be fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all the time we've got for breakfast. I think we gotta go get ready for the day.
Let's get to it.
Well, thank you for joining us on the first ever Breakfast Time with Paris. I'm Paris.
And I'm Pascal.
And we'll see you next time. Maybe for brunch time.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks again for coming.
Oh, thanks for inviting me. Oh, these things were actually a really nice carb load. And the best thing to do after every carb load is
What?
go to the gym. Let's go, Paris. It's leg day.
Oh no.